What is up, everybody? It's Michael, and yes, it is another breakdown video, but this is going to be different. This is part 1 of 5 of my breakdown videos for my EP that just came out called Always Summer. I'll be talking about the theme of the song, the lyrics, and everything else to do with the song in these videos. And I'm going to do this in order, so we're going to start with One Touch. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So here's the project. I labeled everything nicely for everyone. Here are all the vocals in pink, and the synths and every keyboard sound will be in like the light baby blue kind of stuff. The guitars is kind of in a turquoisey kind of green blue, some might say. All this stuff, the bass, the 808s in green, and all the drums will be in red. And down here are all like the choir vocal stuff that I did. Let's start with the guitars. Here we have this nice little intro. So I kind of wanted the song to like start out really big, so that's why I had this like kind of swell. And basically what I did was I played the 1 chord of the song, which was a B flat. I put it into Logic, and then I put a bunch of reverb on it, and then I reversed it. I could show you how to do it. So this is basically how you do it. You take the chord that you want, you make a new track, put a ton of reverb on it. So I would use like Valhalla Vintage Verb, and then I'd put it to something like Chaotic Chamber. I would bounce it in place, like so. So then you delete that, and then double click on that, go to File, Functions, then Reverse, and then you get this kind of cool swell sound. And that's how you do it. So there's like these pulsy kind of like staccato guitars that I made. And I think it just adds more bounce to the chorus, especially with all the vocal layers on top of it. And if you're a producer out there just getting started and you're like, how do I make my guitar sound cooler and not get in the way of my vocals? What you do is you record 2 separate guitar tracks. Pan one all the way right, pan one all the way left. And if you want to, you can pan one all the way dead center, and that's what I did right here. That's it for the guitars. Let's move on. The synths, it's kind of just like any keyboard sound that I used in the song. Pretty straightforward. I used a horn kind of sound to emphasize the downbeat of every section in the chorus. So it just emphasizes this is the chorus kind of stuff. And then there's this piano that I thought added some fun bounciness to the chorus. And then that's layered with this piano. And then that's layered with this piano. So that's just me on the B flat, just like in octaves. And if you play them all together, it sounds like this. I think it works really well because it's like random and it doesn't really like add much to the song, but just like if I take it out. One touch is all I need to feel loved by you. And then put it back in. One touch is all I need to feel loved. It kind of like adds some new elements and some fresh vibes to the song. And then there's also this like little bell thing. I kind of made it as like a call and response to the vocal, so it's just a simple, and I think it was just like a stock Logic bell sound that I put a bunch of reverb on. Then there's this VHS synth that kind of just adds bounciness to the chorus, just like I said before. Basically just sounds like this. So I guess we could play all of the keys and synths together just so you can get an idea of what they sound like. So I made it so that it's almost like something's happening all the time. So yeah, it's kind of fun. Let's move on. The bass and the 808s are really simple. So I'm using a pick on the bass, and I recorded a video of me playing the bass when I was recording the song, and I got so much hate for using a pick while playing the bass. And I'm not a bass player, but people were just hating for me using a pick. So I don't get it. If you use a pick out there and play the bass, comment down below. And then there's this bass right here that is not a live bass. I used a sample because I wanted it to bounce more, and I wanted it to feel a little bit more alive than me just like playing on the bass with my lackluster skills. But it sounds pretty cool. So yeah, I think it kind of gives like Charlie Puth attention vibes, which I love. And I think just with the vocal, it fits so well.
Summer nights down by the ocean in the moonlight, baby, glowing, sneaking kisses on your cheek, and you can't take your hands off of me.
I think it's fun. And then there's these claps. And then I added a delay to kind of like fade it out. One of my friends said that they sounded like the claps from, what is it called? The Electric Slide? Oh, shoot. That one, everybody, clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Is that the Electric Slide? No, it looks stupid. What is that? Clap, clap, clap. It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna get ridiculed for not knowing what it's called. I think it's the Electric Slide. All right, moving on to the snares. So all these audio files here are different snare sounds. So you can hear. So this is a different snare sound. Then this is a different sound. And then this is a different sound. And so on. I didn't like any of the sounds for this song individually. So I just decided to combine all the sounds of the snares to sound like this. And honestly, it doesn't make a big difference, but in my ears it does. And I made the song, and I can make these decisions. And it kind of just sounds random with no context, but if we play it with the rest of the drums, it's kind of cool. I guess now we can go to one of the most iconic parts in this song, the oh yeahs.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So this was like the first song that I was like experimenting using like my voice as a choir, because I'd never done that before. So I was just like, how is it gonna sound? So I just layered my voice and did different harmonies and doubled the hell out of it. T-Pain auto-tune there. So yeah, just basically I doubled every take and panned them randomly. If you're trying to double your vocals and they just sound like it's all the same, a key that you could do is you can alter your voice. Let me see if I can find one. So for this take right here, I was just singing, oh yeah, 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 and that a higher octave. But I kind of made my voice sound darker, so it kind of sounds like this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think like after I made those, I was like, okay, that's all the background vocals I need. And then I was coming up with the verse, and it kind of just sounded empty without more background vocals. So this is the verse, like what I was originally thinking for the bridge.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, you drive me crazy. You're always on my brain. All this love I have for you can make me go insane.
And that sounds great on its own, but I wanted more variety and like difference between, because the chord progression doesn't change, so nothing interesting happens besides like almost a halftime groove. So I added more background vocals, and they sound like this.
Girl, you
So yeah, this was like heavily inspired by Bastille's song Pompeii, but just like the amount of like background vocals going on there I thought was really cool. And I think it's really cool how in this song, I do like to pride myself. A little pat on the back for me. Just combining the oh yeahs and the other background vocals from the bridge, I think adds so much more to that last chorus and like the final crescendo of the song. So here's what it sounds like all together.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah.
Wait. That made it into the final song. Wait, hold on. The harmonies in the chorus around here are like some of my favorites that I did.
Oh, when you hold me, oh, everything's right. Girl, I can't control myself. These feelings are more than divine. I just had to let you know that.
It's just like, it's a special song, and like this little, where is it?
Oh, when you hold me, oh, everything's right. Girl, I can't control.
Who knew I could sing that high? So the story behind this song is I wrote it when I was sitting next to my girlfriend on a plane, and like she, I guess like tapped me or something, and she was like telling me to look out the window. And I'm a very physical touch person, and so like I don't know, there was like something in that moment. Like we were traveling, I think, yeah, we were flying to her house, but in that moment I was like, one touch is all I need to feel loved by you. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And I guess I haven't like addressed this, but Always Summer, like the title of the EP, is supposed to be like a love letter from summer to you. It's fun, you know, like it's just a fun time. The EP is just a collection of songs just to have fun, and I'm proud of it. I really am. I'm really enjoying like the feedback that you guys are giving me, and it's a fun time. It's a really fun time. Yeah, that's part 1 of 5. Comment below your favorite part of the song, your favorite song off the EP. No Hollywood is coming up next. Thank you guys for watching. Stream the EP, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Oh, yeah.